All aboard! What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Life of a Board Gamer. My name is Daniel and I have the lamest intros ever. What's up, everybody? Hello. So yeah, next 4 days we are going to review a game called Small Railroad Empires, and we are going to also review a 5th player expansion, a scenario pack 1 and 2. So these are all from the Kickstarter, so have in mind that some of this stuff you might not get in your retail version of the game if you have a retail version. But yeah, we are going to go through all these, we are going to explore them, see what they bring, and we're going to dedicate almost the entire week, 4 days of this week, we are going to dedicate for only this game. So before I show you what you get inside this little box, and you get a lot, I noticed that a lot of you are not subscribed on this channel, and I think you should be subscribed just because you don't want to miss out on this game or all these expansions, because they are great. Spoiler alert, they are great. So yeah, without further ado, let's get down to the table. Let me show you what you get inside this box, and then we'll talk some more about it. Okay, let's check out what Small Railroad Empires has for us in a box. First of all, you get 2 books of rules. There's rules in 5 different languages, so basically they are really covered, but the rules are pretty simple. It's pretty straightforward game. Like, this is all the rules, so this is just the other language, but these are all the rules for the game, and most of them are just explaining the cards, what they are, how they work. So it is pretty simple game. It's easy to teach, easy to learn. Of course, one more thing I have to mention is this is a Kickstarter version, so there are some things in here that you will not see in your retail version. If you decide to buy a retail version, maybe it's not an option to extra buy, but each of the players will get the tracks in their own colors, and these are the tracks in just a second. In a normal version, they are like these little little wooden sticks of sorts, but I have these exclusive, not exclusive, but like a better, you see, like a tracks over here. So each player will get one of their own color, and the colors are really, I think these are like they had in mind about the colorblind people. So there's purple, black, gray, and yellow, so I don't think those clash one with another. You get all bunch of little resources that you will be delivering throughout the game. First player token is this, like a hat of sorts. So you get some tokens, and the cardboard is really nice, thick cardboard. So these are tokens that give you a little bit of variety when you set up the game, if you choose to do so. And these are like little add-ons that you can add into the game if you want to, or you don't have to if you don't like. And then we get cards for solo play. I haven't played solo, so I don't know how these works. I just didn't found time to play this game solo. And then we have a bunch of cards, and these cards are actually, you will get these like end game scoring things. So if you manage to achieve some of these things, you can claim points that way. You will get one of these, your personal goal, that will give you 1 victory point. You also get these loans if you manage to lose all the cash and you need to take a loan, and these will be minus points at the end of the game, and you can't get rid of these, so you really don't want to get those, but if it happens to do so, it happens. And then you get these trains that you will be purchasing throughout the game. You will be having these cards in your hands with the trains, and if you manage to do what they say here, you can when you deliver, if you manage to fulfill the contract they need, like the stuff that they need, you can get some extra points that way, besides doing deliveries themselves. So each of the players will get one of these boards, and on these boards you will track how much money you have each turn. There's some extra tracks that you can unlock over here, and over here basically just tells you how much money you need to pay if you want to go through different territories, because it's not the same to build a railroad on like a plain area or in the forests or on a mountains, so you need to pay extra for those. And this explains you how much money you will earn when you deliver a good, depending how far it was. The far it is, the further it is, the more money you will get throughout the game. And then you have this module board that you can use to play or don't. I like to play with this. Basically, all four cities are here, and you will then push these cubes around here, earn some points that way. Over here you will track your victory points, and down here will be these train cards that we just talked about. So you can put them here, 3 cards. First one costs 0, then 1, then 2, so you can purchase any of these or just take this one for free. It's really up to you. And then we have these map tiles that are double-sided, so there is like a great variety of options that you can do while setting up. So basically you just set it up like this. I'm just gonna quickly set it up. There are some rules that explain you how to set up. This is, for example, 3-player setup, and if you want a 4-player setup, then you will do it something like this. And just these dots over here, you need just to connect few of them to have like a balanced, well-balanced map. And then you will have this map, and you will be building your rails from city to factory. So the circles are factories, and these are like the cities. And you try to deliver the goods to the city. Once you deliver to one of the cities, you can't deliver to them anymore, and there can only be ever 2 tracks on the board. So the game will become pretty tight pretty soon, because as soon as 2 players build tracks on the same area, nobody can go over them, pass through them, so you have to go around. So in a 4-player game, it's going to be very tight. The map will close you instantly. So yeah, and you, of course, as I said, over green tiles you pay less, and over mountain tiles you have to pay more. And of course, as I mentioned already, there's these tokens, so you can randomly choose what cities will be, so they don't get the fixed location. You can randomly put cities where you want, and factories. Also these stars, if you build over them, you get some points, but there's tokens that you can put over here and then get some extra stuff. Just a few little modules that make the game a little bit different with that I really like, but that is that basically. That's everything that comes in a box of Small Railroad Empires. Okay, so that was Small Railroad Empires, and if you are for some time on this channel, if you are following me for some time now, you know that I already reviewed Small Samurai Empires. I already did a Kickstarter preview. I never reviewed Small Star Empires, but that is happening in this same manner as this one. I'm going just to give entire week to one game, because Small Star Empires is awesome. But yeah, today we are talking about Small Railroad Empires. Now, I'm a huge fan of train games. I really like train games. Not sure why. I never had urge to like go and take a picture of the trains, you know, watch them, make like big dioramas, even though I did some dioramas in my days and stuff, but never like those big things. But I just like trains. I like train games, the economy and everything about it. And those 18xx, they always feel 18xx, those games that are set up in like 67, whatever the year it is, and they always feel like, and they people say that they are really like complicated, they are really like brain burning, and I want like a little bit more of a lighter experience, and that's where Small Railroad Empires jump in. This game is so easy to teach, it's so easy to understand, so easy to play. It's just put two rails on the board, pay some money depending what type of the terrain is, and if you connected the city with the factory, you can deliver good, earn some cash. If not, continue doing what you're doing, and that is that. It's super easy, it's super simple, but then when you start playing it, then it gets complicated. And I mean complicated in a way because you are blocking each other while you are playing, so each player can only share a space with another player. So once 2 tracks are on the space, that space is blocked, no other players can go over it, and that way you block each other from going to some spaces, because if you go, they want to build track on the spaces where you are. If you are alone, of course, they can do that, and if they want to do that, they need to pay you money, so you can earn money from other players, stuff like that. And there's also these different little modules that introduce extra complexity to the game if you choose to do so. You can do like, because these maps, when you put them on a board, as I showed you, you get like a evenly divided, more balanced map and everything. But if you're gonna throw it completely out of the balance, There are tokens for cities and for factories, so you can randomize the entire map. There's also tokens, a little really nice. I like that little add-on that adds little thing to the game the most. And there is those tokens that you put on the star spaces, and then once you build over it, you get some extra stuff over there. You know what it is. Everything is face down. You need to reveal it. I like that. I like those little surprises in the game. But overall, this game is pretty easy to play. It's so simple. You just lace down some tracks. You try to connect things. At the end, who has the most points is the winner. Few little modules inside to not. So if you are bored with the base game, you can always throw them in. You can throw in one or all of them if you want to, like to spice up your game really, really much. You can do all kinds of different combinations, and the possibilities are really like you get four different modules. So that's like 16 possibilities, something. I don't know, I'm bad with math. So yeah, you know what I'm trying to say. You get a lot in this small box, and I really like it. With this 5th player expansion, with this scenario packs, you get even more out of the game. And we are going to talk about it in the upcoming days. So yeah, thank you all for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for spending time with me. Do check out my Patreon, because if you decide to support me over there, you can see some stuff earlier that are not on this channel right away. Yeah, you help this channel grow, because everything I earn over there, I just pour back into the channel for better cameras, better editing. I edit everything myself, but one day I would wish to hire someone who can edit better than me and make you some more cool stuff for gameplay videos, stuff like that. But yeah, please do consider subscribing at least, and that is that. Thank you all for watching, and until next time. Pozdrav!